Hello there, creatures of the night. I hope you're all having a happy Halloween. I just had an amazing time 2 nights in a row at the Lucky Rabbit. They had a Halloween party the first night, and the second day, it was still kind of a Halloween vibe, but it wasn't all blacked out with all the lights and fog going throughout the entire store. But the first night, I dressed up in the full Part 9 Jason costume that I built. You guys can go watch videos on that 2-part build on the channel. And today I dressed as Ghostface and took an actual Ghostface mask and a Scary Movie mask, so I could just kind of swap out in between them. And I had a fantastic time for sure, but I know you guys probably don't care about that. You're here for the Halloween special. So for those of you who have been watching the videos consistently and paying attention, you'll notice that I've kind of put some emphasis on some cool stuff hidden behind this blanket. I doubt you can even see it from where I'm standing, but it's a nice Ghostface blanket that was gifted to us by Samir Ghazi, and behind it are 2 incredibly awesome screen use props. Today I'm going to be sharing one of those with you. Initially, funny enough, the other prop is what was going to be shared today, but we're going to have to save that for a different time. But I still think you guys are going to be pretty excited about this one. Alright guys, I've got it off the wall and I think I'm ready to reveal it to you all. Here is the second half of my trade with Mr. Dirk Mueller. If you guys don't know who Dirk is a huge collector of screen use movie props, different production pieces. Mostly it seems he has a horror collection, but I believe it spans pretty far beyond that as well. Just really incredible iconic pieces. Dirk traded me 2 different pieces recently. I traded him 2 different pieces. And here's the second half. This is the original Hero Screen Used Scream Resurrection or Scream Season 3 Ghostface knife. This came directly from the prop master for Season 3 and went to Dirk. Dirk had this custom case made for it, and now I have it here. Let's see, what can we talk about? Up top here, you have the original sheath, which is a little bit worn, but it has a piece of gaffer's tape over it, which says Eric's Personal Hero Sharp. Then you have the knife itself here, and this piece was made by the prop master to be used for cast and crew gifts and awards, and unfortunately, they ended up deciding it would be a little bit too expensive for him to reproduce several of these to give out to the cast and crew, so they didn't go through with it, but that's the original sculpture, so that's the very sculpture. That's not a reproduction of it. I don't think he ever even made a mold of it. I keep touching the glass, and this thing's going to look terrible in the close-ups, but the display for this is really well made, and it looks really impressive, and one of my favorite parts is it actually opens. So it's not permanently sealed away. It's not difficult to get to. The back of the sheath has a 119 punched into the leather. The front half has the Buck logo covered up with the piece of gaffer's tape going across it, which says Eric's Personal Hero Sharp. Of course, they had to label it because if they did not, that's a huge risk. I know that it's not typical, but sometimes I guess it could happen where an actor sees a knife on set, they grab it up, they want to play around with it for a little bit, and even if it's just testing it on themselves, not someone else, it's really sharp, it could easily injure someone, and for that very reason, they usually don't have knives like this on the set of movies. Now, TV series, it seems like every now and again stuff like this will pop up for props, but overall, they usually don't do this. I know for Scream Season 1 and 2, they had a Hero Sharp knife as well, but yeah, this is the only one they had for Season 3. He said this is the only one that was on set. And guys, here it is. I can't believe it, but I'm holding an actual screen-used Metal Hero Ghostface knife. That's pretty awesome. Looking at the guard here, it looks like there's a little bit of blood residue. I don't know if they would have ever bloodied this at any point in time. I would presume so, for some kind of a close-up of the knife when it's bloody, but to be honest, it's been a little while since I've watched the series, so I need to go back and rewatch it. But one thing I just noticed is the 119 here is not one of the modern 119s. So this is not the type of knife you would have been able to get in stores during that time period. This is a vintage Buck 119. And the line here is a dark brown, not black. So for anybody out there trying to find one, hope that information helps. But yeah, guys, there it is. That is the second half of the trade. Now, I bet you're wondering, what did I trade for this? Well, the previous deal was a costume for a costume. The Michael Myers H2 stunt coveralls for the Scream 2 Theater Extras robe and mask. This was Knife for a Knife. It was the Rob Zombie Halloween 1 knife for the Scream Season 3 hero knife. I think that's a pretty great trade. I'm very happy with it. He seems very happy with it as well. He has the largest collection of Rob Zombie Halloween screen used and production pieces, so it seems more fitting in his collection. And hey, without this trade, I probably never would have actually owned a screen used Ghostface knife. I know Scream Season 3 wasn't that well loved, and it could be due to many things. Some people don't like the cast, some people don't like the killers, some people don't like the fact that we were supposed to get it a lot sooner, then it got shelved because the whole Weinstein thing. Regardless of whether you love it or hate it, a screen-used Ghostface knife is a screen-used Ghostface knife, and it certainly was our classic Ghostface in Scream Season 3. So I'm very happy to add this to the collection, and I just can't wait to show you guys what else is waiting behind the curtain. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and all the videos this season. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check your candy and have a happy Halloween.